We go to section 7 of Article 7, the Executive Department. So let's start. The president-elect and the vice president-elect shall assume office at the beginning of their terms. Self-explanatory. If the president-elect fails to qualify, the vice president-elect shall act as president until the president-elect shall have qualified. If a president shall not have been chosen, the vice president-elect shall act as president until the president shall have been chosen and qualified. If at the beginning of the term of the president-elect shall have died or shall have become permanently disabled, the vice president-elect shall become president. All right, so things to remember here are the grounds mentioned. So take note that this is just the part where elections just transpired, and probably the vice president and the president, they have not yet assumed into office. So okay, let's go first to the terms that how they call them. They call them president-elect, the vice president-elect. That's, I think, the correct designation that we should use at this point. Vice president-elect, the president-elect. Okay, so the grounds mentioned are, remember this, QCPD, Quezon City Police District, and that is fails to qualify, shall not have been chosen, permanently disabled, and have died. All right. If it says here, if the president-elect fails to qualify, the vice president shall act as president until the president-elect shall have qualified. All right. So if a president shall not have been chosen, the vice president-elect shall act as president. All right. So we take note also of the terms shall act as president, but if it's death or permanent disability, it's not anymore shall act as president, but what the law is saying, shall become president. Right? This is very, very crucial, this two grounds here. Right, so that's section 7 for you. Oh, I think there's more. Sorry. Where no president and vice president shall have been chosen or shall have qualified, or where both shall have died or become permanently disabled, the president of the Senate, or in case of his inability, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, shall act as president until a president or a vice president shall have been chosen and qualified. So take note here, the positions that are being examined are president. There's no president and there's no vice president that have been chosen, qualified, or both have died or become permanently disabled. So it's still QCPD here, guys. So who is gonna act as president? The president of the Senate, or in case of his inability, it's the Speaker of the House. Shall act as president until a president or vice president shall have been chosen and qualified. The third paragraph is the responsibility given to Congress. So Congress, by law, shall provide for the manner in which one is to act as president. One who is to act as president shall be selected. How do you select that person? So Congress will provide a law for that until a president, vice president shall have qualified in case of death, permanent disability, or inability of the officials mentioned in the next preceding paragraph. All right, so that's really, take note of the grounds, QCPD. Are they acting as president or they become the president? And also the designation of the terms president-elect, vice president-elect at this point.